Hello people, and welcome back to Talking Comics. As always, I will be talking a bit about a comic story without going into any major spoilers, while also just giving my overall thoughts on it. Today I'm going to be talking about Rachel Pollack's run on Doom Patrol. Now, I will say, if you've not read Grant Morrison's run on Doom Patrol, then I suggest not watching this video, as I will be spoiling some big things from that comic series. To be fully honest, you kind of have to read Grant Morrison's run on Doom Patrol to read Rachel Pollack's, due to her run being very much a continuation of Grant Morrison's work. The story takes place after the events of Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol. We follow Dorothy as she tries to live a normal life, something she is very much struggling to do. She still can't help but relive the days of the Doom Patrol, and that's not even mentioning the fact that the world is still extremely unkind to her, due to how she looks. Eventually though, Dorothy ends up meeting with Robot Man again, and slowly the Doom Patrol is formed again. But things are different. Members like Crazy Jane and Rebus are gone, doing their own things and living their own lives. The only characters from the original team who return are Robot Man, Dorothy, and Chief. Now, I was actually unsure about mentioning this, as it is kind of a spoiler to the first issue, but Chief is alive. Sort of. He's just a head with no body, but he is very much alive. And even though Robot Man and Dorothy clearly have problems with him for all the pain he brought to them, they end up needing to deal with him as he forms the new Doom Patrol. There are also a couple of new characters, such as the couple Marion and George, two beings of energy that bodies are made out of bandages, and then there is Kate Goodwin. I don't really want to go into too much detail about these new characters, as I really don't want to spoil anything, but the new characters are really great and fit the team really well. This comic is genuinely amazing. It's written extremely well. You can really see how much Rachel Pollack cares about these characters and understands them. In my opinion, her writing on Robot Man is spectacular. I actually slightly like it a bit more than Grant Morrison's writing, though both are very much good. But Rachel Pollack does an extremely good job at taking what Grant Morrison set up and building even more into it. Specifically, the comic heavily goes into Robot Man's feeling of not being himself or being in the right body and questioning who he is as a person, and it's done amazingly. Dorothy is also another character that is written really great, going more into what her powers can do and overall how she is handling growing up, and her self-hatred for her own appearance. The stories that are in the comic are great and still very much Doom Patrol stories. Stories that can be very absurd and strange while also going into real world topics. The comics also lean into the idea of exploring spiritualism, which is generally really interesting of a topic. The art in the comic is more frequent to change though. What I know people aren't exactly a fan of, I think some of the art shown in it is really great and works really well, while some I'm not a big fan of. But either way, the writing still holds it together really well. The Chief is an extremely interesting character. It's definitely hard not to just straight up hate him, but the writing does a good job at showing why the Chief is the way that he is, why he can be so cruel and think the way he does. It's also very interesting to see Chief in a predicament that removes his power over team. He's reduced to just a head and needs much more help from people to get around and do stuff. He's a leader, but he's not really in control of everything anymore like he was. There are also new villains in this, though like my last video on Grant Morrison's run, I don't really want to go into them too much, as it would lead to me needing to go into possible spoilers. But the new villains are really great and very much are fitting with what makes a Doom Patrol villain a Doom Patrol villain. Now, I will say that one of the sad things about this run is that it doesn't have an actual proper ending. The comic was sadly cancelled, leaving the ending to be slightly messy. But in my opinion, that doesn't change the fact that the stories in this run are great and deserve much more love. Rachel Pollack's time on Doom Patrol is amazing and really does deserve more attention, cause I do sadly feel like it's overshadowed by Morrison's run on the team. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, then I suggest liking it. If you want to, obviously, or maybe you hated it, then feel free to dislike it. If you have read this run, then feel free to comment. Just try and keep it spoiler free, please. But I really would love to see more people talking about this comic run, because like I said, it does deserve more attention. Anyway, that's all and goodbye.